But I said, I'm not going to California until I stop in North Carolina. Probably less FEMA, because FEMA just hasn't done the job.
President Trump's visiting the damaged areas of North Carolina and California. It's his first trip since taking office, and it comes 4 months after Hurricane Helene washed away homes and roads in parts of North Carolina. People there still cleaning up, and now the president says he wants to get rid of FEMA. Fox's Chelsea Torres is live from Swannanoa, North Carolina. Chelsea, is the president serious about getting rid of FEMA, and how exactly would that even be done?
Well, it's a very important and interesting question as of right now, and there's really no specifics that he's even given. But President Trump did say that FEMA left the people here high and dry, and he's not very happy with the agency. He also wants to sign an executive order to overhaul or get rid of FEMA altogether.
FEMA is a very expensive organization that really doesn't work out very well. It hasn't. This is not the only example. So it was up to me right now. It ended right now, and I just let the state take care of the problem.
The Army Corps of Engineers says only 50% of recovery is done. Trump says he'll have them work on fixing up more of the damage. The president also says he'll sign an executive order to slash red tape so roads can be rebuilt quicker, and he promises to get more housing to the area. People tell me they're hopeful.
It's as if sometimes we feel like the world went on around us while we're just still here. People don't realize, if you haven't been here, pictures don't do it justice.
Right when I saw the videos of what was going on out here, I had a burning suspicion that our government wasn't going to do anything about it, and unfortunately I was kind of right about that. As far as Trump's term, I have very high hopes for him, low expectations, unfortunately.
And from disaster to disaster, Trump's next stop is California to survey the damage there. We're still waiting for him to arrive. In Swannanoa, North Carolina, Chelsea Torres, Fox 5 News.
All right, Chelsea, thanks so much.